Today we'll get to know the smallest letter in the Hebrew alphabet. But unassuming as it might look at first sight, you'd be surprised how important it is. So please stay with me. Hi, my name is Ilan and I'm a native Hebrew speaker and I have been working with languages for more than 20 years now as a professional translator. Let's start by looking at the basics. Yod is the 10th letter of the Hebrew alphabet, and you can see right away that it is the only one that doesn't touch both those imaginary horizontal lines, unlike, for example, any of the letters in the Latin script used in English. Yod, as a consonant, has a Y sound, like in U, but it linguistically corresponds to I and J in English. And indeed, I and J have been used to transliterate names of people and places in the Bible with Yod in them. And those are names you certainly know, like Yerushalayim or Jerusalem, Yericho, Jericho, Yarden, Jordan, the river, and today an Arab kingdom east of Israel. And speaking of Israel, it is Yisrael, which is the modern Jewish state, but also refers to the people of Israel, and is the name given by God to Yaakov, Jacob. There are many more names of people in the Bible with Yod, like Yitzchak, Isaac, Yosef, Joseph, Yehuda, Judah, Binyamin, Benjamin. And that's not all. Yod is also found in Yehoshua, Joshua, Yael, which sounds the same in English, and currently mostly spelled with a Y. Yonatan or Yehonatan, Jonathan, Eliyahu, Elijah. Here are some prominent prophets: Yirmiyah or Yirmiyahu, Jeremiah, Yeshaiah or Yeshayahu, Isaiah. And transliterated using the letter E, it is Yechezkel or Ezekiel. There is a name that appears in the Tanakh or the Old Testament and is pronounced in English as Joshua. However, it is better known from the New Testament as Yeshu or Yeshua, Jesus. Look how similar those names are in Hebrew, Yeshua and Yehoshua, which is not really reflected in English transliteration, Jesus versus Joshua. And by the way, if you add the letter Hey at the end, you get Yeshua, which is salvation in Hebrew. And while on the subject, note that Yod is likely mentioned in Matthew 5:18, which in turn might have inspired the English idiom not one iota, referring to something small or trivial. Note that iota in Greek is not really that small relative to other letters, even in lowercase. But in Hebrew and Aramaic, Yod is indeed the smallest in the alphabet. Actually, there is a good reason why so many names in the Bible have this letter in them, and it's the fact that Yod is the first in the specific name of the Hebrew God, the Tetragrammaton. I won't write it on screen here because it's a huge no-no in Judaism, and I don't want to offend anyone. You can Google it if you want. Yod is also used extensively as a vowel, like the letters I, E, EA, and Y in English. Just a simple example, it appears in that role in the first word of the Bible, Bereshit, making the letter Shin with an SH sound to be pronounced she. There are endless other instances in the Bible. In fact, Yod is as common as any of the vowels in English.